Welcome to this new video about sending emails using Python, and in this video I'll be showing two methods of sending email using this Python. That is, the first method is using the inbuilt module, that is SMTP library, and the second method is using the Google Gmail API, and that is using ezgmail, that etc module, which you have to download it using the pip command. Okay, so the first thing which we are going to see is using the SMTP library, and the first what you have to do is import the SMTP library. So SMTP lib, what this does is imports the model inside your program so that you can use its function. And next what you have to do is to create a connection using a particular port. So what I'm going to do is create a server variable which is going to create the connection for us, and SMTP library dot SMTP, and what we have to do here is to type smtp.gmail.com. yeah, and the next is going to be the port. In our case we are going to use 58587, which is which is the port they'll be using in the for sending an email using Python. And next what we have to do is create the connection, that is server dot ehlo, that is ehlo. And this connection which we have created right now is a bit less secure, so in order to make the connection more secure, what we have to do is server dot start tls. yeah, what this does is this transport layer security, that is this TLS. It is a connection type which is a bit more stronger than the previous one, and you have to do this so that you can maintain your privacy while sending the data from your Python to the receiver side. yeah, once you're done with this, and that's it for creating a connection with the Gmail server. And next what we have to do is to log in using your email ID and password. So server.login, and your email ID here, in our case it is going to be python tutorials2002@gmail.com. and then what we have to do is to enter the password. Since for this video purpose what I'm going to do is to create a text file, and I've stored my password inside that. So quickly I'm going to open that, open password.txt, and next I'm going to read the lines inside the file. So, and finally password is going to be the first one, 0. yeah, and next is we have to enter the password. So yeah, and once you're done with this, and if this does not give any error, it means that you have successfully logged in with the correct credentials. And so first we can test this. So when we test this, we can see that the username and password is not acceptable. yeah, so we are getting this type of error, and if you get that SMTP authentication error, what you have to do is to go to the Google, and you have to go to your account. Inside your account, go to manage your Google account, and type for less secure app access. And what you have to do is to turn this on. Since we are using this Python, that is a third-party application to access our Gmail, that is not using the Google Chrome, but we are using Python to use this application. So we have to on this allow less secure applications. And yeah, next when we try this, so now you can see that the login is successful. And so in order to make this give any error, we are going to put it inside the try except statement. And if in the except case, we can print that login failed, or verification failed, something simple message. Yeah, so after you're logging into your logging in your account, the next thing which we have to do is to send the message. So server dot send mail. Yeah, so server dot send mail. Inside here the first parameter is going to be the mail ID from which you have to send the email. In this case the email is going to be the same email which we have logged in. So and the next email ID is going to be the recipient's email ID, that is the person to whom you're trying to send the email. So in my case I'm going to use my other email account. Yeah, and finally the message which we want to send to the user. So I can just type test message. Yeah, so once you are done with this, that's all. This is the simple way of sending the email using the SMTP library. So when I run this, you can see that the program is quitted out of the loop successfully. So when I check my inbox, so we can see that here our test message, it is coming from the Python tutorials 2002 to it came to my email successfully, and we have given this test message. And yeah, so this in email sending using this is successful. The next method which we are going to see is using the Google API, which will be a bit more secure, because we are getting the API from the Google and we'll be using it in like more or like an official way. So I'm going to create a new file. For this, what you have to do is to go to this page here, this Python quick start for getting the application request for this Gmail API. I'll leave this link description in the link in the description, so in case if you want to check, you can go to the link and you can do this. First, what you have to do is to go to your account, and the first thing is to turn on the Gmail API. So click on the enable Gmail API, and the next thing which you have to do is for click the desktop app. Suppose in case if you are using for any other purpose, you can click from here, and since I'm using it for Gmail, I'm going to stick with desktop app. And next click the create button, and it should take some time to prepare. And then finally what we have to do is to click this download client configuration. Yeah, and next finally what we have to do is to move this file inside our folder where we are going to save this. And I'm going to save this as credentials. Yeah, that should be good to go. And next what we have to do is to go to come to this installing the client library, and we have to copy this command and we have to install it in the CMD. Since I've already installed it, it is giving me that requirement already satisfied. And if you are installing it for the first time, it should take quite a lot of time to install. So once it is completed, the next thing which we have to do is yeah, so it is completed now. And the next thing which you have to do is in the command prompt type pip install ezgmail. Yeah, Yeah, so it is installed now, and then what we have to do is go to your in this what you first we have to import ezgmail and os. First thing which we have to do is to change the path, so os.chdar, and I'm going to change this path to my current saving folder. And why I'm doing this, because at the end of this first run we'll be getting tokens.json. that file we have to save inside this python folder. And next what you have to do is ezgmail.int, and once it is completed running, okay, we have to save this. Okay, so it should be of r, yeah. So what this first time it will give is that it will create this, we have to go inside our account and we have to click this advanced. It is giving that app is not verified because we are using a third-party application, and we should go to this quick start and we have to click this allow button and click allow, and now it says that authentication is completed, and you can close this window and we can say this authentication is successful. Once we go back to this folder where we have changed the directory, we can see that the tokens.json file is open. Okay, since after this each time we don't have to give this gmail.init file, and we can remove this, and we also don't need this os. Yeah, so and next what we have to do is simple ezgmail.send. the first thing parameter is going to be the recipient's email address, so in this case gmail.com, and the next parameter is going to be the subject, that is this is the text email, and the next one is going to be the your messages. So yeah, and we can stop with this, and if we want more we can also give this attachments cc and bcc in this. Like if you want to give any attachments, attachments equals to and this path to this attachments folder, and if you want to add cc for anyone, like if I want to add cc for some person, I can give cc, and if I want to add bcc for any person, I can add also bcc in here. So this is a simple method and also an effective method of sending Gmail using this Gmail API. So once I run this, you can see that it is completed successfully. So when I go to my Gmail, you can see that the subject of this is test mail, and here the Python email using this email API. And in the last part 1, that is the email sending using this SMTP library, we can just send only the message, not this subject and all. But in this second, using this ezgmail, that is using the email API, we can also send the subject, message, any attachments, we can also send the CC, etc. So comparatively this second method is a bit more efficient and also a bit more secure for sending message to your receiver side. And that's it for the video, guys. And if you have any doubt related to these videos, feel free to comment comment box, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe to the channel for more videos.